Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan, this is Mozzology, and today I'm going to be testing a theory I've got about the Apple AirTags. See, the idea I've got is that potentially we could use AirTags as keys themselves. So if you lose your AirTags and your keys, you've lost two sets of keys rather than just one, which is not beneficial, but at the same time, it's an interesting theory. Now, obviously, you can't use them to unlock, say for example, the smart lock from Yale or your regular house lock, but there is a way we can do this, and that is with the Rothel from IKEA. See, the Rothel is a smart lock. You use NFC cards to unlock it, and it can be used for things like the drawers on your desk or say for example the filing cabinet you've got, keeping those items you want to keep out of people's hands out of their hands. Now, the reason I think this is going to work is because the AirTags have NFC built into them, which means, technically speaking, we could use these as a fob to unlock our smart cabinet. Whether this works, I do not know at this stage here. We're going to find out together, so let's give this a go. So, first things first, let's get the Rothel out of its box. Try not to damage the new desk. So there we go, there's our smart lock. Not a lot to write home about at the moment, it's quite chunky, but if it does the job, it does the job. Obviously, being IKEA, you get your own bag of screws, and there is a little bracket to put on the inside of whatever it is you're attaching it to, so that it's got something to lock against. Of course, we've got the paperwork, which is rubbish. And then we've got the instructions for mounting it, which I probably will actually need. I've also got in the packet here a couple of NFC cards. These can be used to open the lock, so just tap it against it and you're good to go. That is everything in the box, so let's ditch that and let's get into this. So first things first, what I'm going to have to do is unscrew this one. So let's grab screwdriver and put this on the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing, otherwise what's the point in the video? Now, this smart lock does take AAA batteries, which fortunately I found 3 lying around in the house, so always good. So that just comes off of there, and we'll just take our batteries and fit them into this little compartment here, which is really small in comparison to the lock as a whole, but I guess it doesn't really need to be that big. So now we have the moment of truth to see whether or not these actually work. Because knowing me, the batteries are from something else that isn't in use anymore and therefore won't work. So let's screw this back in here, and I guess that means they work. So, there we go, we've got that all ready to go there. Let's have a look at these instructions and see what we've got to do. Basically, all I need to do is tap something against it. So, let's first off try it with the... looks like a charm. And the other one. Okay, now let's try it with the AirTags. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, that actually worked. Right, so it has to be on that side, so I'm going to have to mount it this way around. But look. It actually works. That is shocking. There you go, you can actually use this as your own set of keys. So, I'm going to mount this and we'll see what this actually looks like when it's done. So, turns out I'm actually quite bad at building IKEA furniture, and it took me about an hour, which I did have an hour's worth of footage of me making IKEA furniture, but if I'm completely honest, I don't think you guys really want to watch an hour of me failing to do something very simple like putting an insert and a door onto a Kallax. So I thought, you know what, let's skip this through and basically speed it up. Admittedly, it would have been a lot more fun for everyone if I'd just done commentary on how bad I am at doing IKEA furniture, but I thought this was the lesser of two evils. Obviously, as part of this process, I had to try and work out exactly what I was doing with mounting it, and then realised that I hadn't put a latch into it, so had to do that. Ultimately, this all came down to the fact that I decided it was going to be easier to take parts off this again and essentially turn the whole thing on its side, which I will admit was not the greatest idea, because I did end up hitting my head quite a few times with the door, because as you can see it kind of folds down, but we got there in the end and built it. Okay, so after a lot of work we have stuck on there and it works. Also locks, so if I close that and you're not getting in there. The real question is, does it work with the AirTags? The answer is no. It works. Yeah, it doesn't work that great. So the moral of the story is, yes, you can use AirTags as a key using a bit of IKEA furniture. However, it doesn't always work. I mean, it'll work, but it won't always work. Like that. Now it could be just that the batteries I've got are dying, so it might not work because of that. It works, but it doesn't. I mean, can't beat this. Car doesn't even work either. All in all, would I recommend it? If you're better at doing the DIY hacks for IKEA stuff than I am, then yes, go for it. Brilliant. You can get yourself another use for your AirTags. But if you're like me and you are frankly naff when it comes to doing IKEA furniture and getting things to work, then I wouldn't bother, unless you really feel the need for some secure drawers with some NFC. But at the end of the day, what do you guys think? Obviously, it's great to know that these can be used as keys. It did something. I think I've just got to find the right spot. I'll figure it out later. So what do you guys think? Do you think it'd be worth having some NFC usability on your AirTags? Gives you another use while you are at home, because let's face it, none of us are actually going out to lose our keys at the moment, so it's nice to know that this is available. Not doing it. I will keep trying. Let me know in the comments down below if you've enjoyed this type of video where I'm doing a little bit more DIY stuff than normal. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos coming your way shortly. Till next time, bye.